For more on what to expect, we're bringing in Ross Gerber, CEO at Gerber Kawasaki Wealth Investment Management. Ross, I'll be sleeping when this is going on, so you on the West Coast can monitor this for us. But all kidding aside, we know that you've been skeptical as of late about the company's plans. Anything concrete that you're expecting to hear tonight that you are excited about?
Well, it's not that I'm not excited. I really love the idea of autonomy actually working. So what I'm really hoping is that they have some roadmaps of reality of when full self-driving will actually work as full self-driving. Because I think one thing where I'm skeptical is that I used full self-driving this morning and it still can't get me to work without an intervention, and it's 3 miles. And the data that they're putting out isn't accurate as far as intervention per mile when you're driving in a real city like Los Angeles. And Los Angeles, I was just in Chicago or similar to New York, the driving is just horrendously difficult. It's just really, really hard between the construction and everything. So, the truth is I'd love to see the technology work. I'd love to see new products and services, but we're just not there yet. And so the real question is when.
Let me ask you, what do you think Musk's advantages are in this robotaxi market as he competes with the giants like Waymo? Is it the data he has access to? How would you detail it?
I would argue the opposite. He has limited data compared to a competitor like Uber, which has mastered the idea of getting a car to you in 10 minutes or less. Now, think about how little patience you have for your Uber when you call it. You expect it within 5 minutes in most cases. So the idea that Tesla will have enough cars on the road, the data, and more importantly, the customers. Where are they going to get the customers from? And that's the big question for me. Where are the customers coming from? Because they already use Waymo and they already use Uber.
Well, I find it so fascinating, this discussion, because whatever they announced tonight on the robotaxi front, almost 100% will not be happening tomorrow. It won't be happening in 2025. Maybe it'll be happening beyond that. But most investors seem to acknowledge that and accept it, right? You still are a shareholder of this company for your clients. You told us you hold about $50 million worth of Tesla shares. So is there any conviction in there that you're hoping that down the line they are going to be successful at this?
Well, I do think eventually they'll succeed at these things for sure. But that's not the question, right? You said, when will they be successful at this? Now, in Santa Monica, you see the future a lot quicker than the rest of the country because, we're home to so many technology companies and they're testing Waymo here. And, just recently, Google's now taken, the whole city with Waymo. And so now when you live in Santa Monica, you see Waymo's driving around every day. It's a part of our life now to see robotaxis here in Santa Monica every day. So the idea that this will be now expanded to cities throughout the United States, it's really Google Waymo that's the leader today. And then they're going to have to compete because they're also working with Uber. So the combination of Google Waymo and Uber, like in a city like Austin, which they're launching very soon, is going to be almost unbeatable. And moving within the Uber system makes the most sense for Tesla, to be honest. So, I still am curious to what they're going to talk about, how they're going to get customers, and how they'll deploy enough cars at the right times in the right places to really fulfill demand efficiently. Because unfortunately, we all use our cars at the same time, and then we all don't use our cars at the same time. So when most people would want their cars to be a cab is when there's the least amount of demand. So I'm not sure how this all works. And that's what I keep saying. Why I own Tesla is they make the best EVs in the world. And the technology in the vehicles is better than anybody in the world. And if they focus on selling EVs that are super safe with great technology, they can be wildly successful. But pivoting into being a robot company is an extremely high-risk move that is non-quantifiable, and there's no market for yet.